Hello everyone, today I'll be building Battleship USS Vermont from World of Warships in 1/350 scale. So the first thing I do is I go in World of Warships ship tool where I find the ship that I want, in this case the Vermont. So I sort it out for a Tech Tree Battleship of the US at tier 10, and then I can find it right here. So she is 282 meters long. I get this number and then I divide by 350, that being our scale for the length of a 1/350 scale model, so it's 80.6 centimeters long. After I found that, I put it in, but beforehand I did make the secondaries in Onshape and then cut them out on a Glowforge. The secondaries were used on another ship as well, so this was another battleship secondary, I just used it for this one. So after that, I start cutting out the hull. So I marked it out 80.6 centimeters long, and I start cutting in the two pieces out now. So I still use cardboard this time. I didn't use that much laser cutting because the ship model wasn't as much planned for as my previous ones. This one was just like one I just had the spur of the moment, wanted to build it. I guess I just built it that way. And yeah, the Vermont, she was a Tillman battleship. A Tillman battleship with one less turret, so she has 12 18-inch guns. That's still crazy impressive though for the amount of guns she has. So I'm just cutting this stuff. I'm trying to cut as vertically as possible to make sure that there's not too much like differences between the two. So I'm installing the edges onto the hull now, and then the edges are for the front, and then this is for the back. And once that's installed,
the hull is finished right now. Colors are down there, and then the top band is here. I'm getting ready to paint. Keel. So yeah, I'm gonna paint now. Okay, so I got the anchors down and I painted the hull, the red hole in the bottom. The middle part's gonna be covered up with these strips that I'm gonna be putting up there real quick. I am not playing the hatch. I think it's like a 37% rating. It's awful. I'm not playing that. Anyways, I'm putting the propellers on. I got the propellers and the propeller shafts. And I also got this bottom stuff just to keep. I designed the bottom part to like keep the bottom dry, I guess. It works. So yeah, I'll be putting stuff like this on.
I referenced this 3D model to make sure the superstructure all looks correct. So you can see how small the 5-inch guns look, because this thing's massive. And yeah, I just use this model, focus on like some of the interior details as well, so it looks better, it scales better. Here are the catapults for the little planes. And here's the first tier of the superstructure complete.
Right now I've installed all these little parts, just the greebling details. You got some of the 20mm like tubs. The center section, this like first deck is on there. More details in the front. The anchor chains and the anchors have been installed, along with just more general details. Here I'm painting the gun tubs along with the 5-inch 38 guns, which I'm going to be installing on here real quick. And here's some of the life rafts too I'm putting on the deck. So because I didn't have the laser cutter, I made the turrets, I scratch made them with cardstock. So here are the bases for the 3 other turrets. This is the first turret I completed. It still has the magnet on the bottom that I can still turn. It's a smaller magnet because I don't have the big ones. But yeah, and honestly, it actually looks pretty nice because in the way I did it, the angles are preserved better because the American turrets have a lot of angles on them, and it's kind of hard to replicate that with a laser cutter. So I think I did pretty good with this. So now I have all 4 of the gun turrets on here, and despite being scratch made, they still are able to rotate with the magnet at the bottom. All 4 of them can rotate. And I'm also working on the superstructure right here. There's the forward part, this is the bridge, and this is the lower part of it. I also got all the gun calculators here for all the AA guns and the little like rangefinder things. The forward like superstructure parts, like this part, and then I'll put that on top there. Back superstructure here is done with all the cranes, and the funnels are also put on there. Right now I'm working on like the flag poles for the front and the back. Right here I got the little seaplanes that I'm gonna put on there next. I also did the rigging, and I used this like this sewing string to do it, and I think it did much better than the wire.
So this is the completed model right here. and I did try a few of this newer things. It's like completely scratch building the turret so there's better angles, and then I did use thread for this new model, so I think that made the rigging look much better. So yeah, this is just like my first American battleship I made. I think it looks pretty nice. Anyways, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and share this video.